like Lagos or Port Harcourt. Then there was an intersection. I was facing, I think it was southbound on the road. I was facing the southern part of the intersection, but there was a cafe around there, the restaurants around there. People were standing there. Then, in that dream, Gentle was there with one guy behind him. I think it was Ipenson. Then both of them were standing, and two policemen, no uniform, pulled out their pesos, and they were carrying cigs. The peso was a cig the policeman was carrying. Even the two policemen, they were carrying cigs. I clearly saw the weapons black, and these ones were carrying their own guns. One of them was wearing a bag. Then there was a standoff. They were pointing their guns at the police, and the police, they were already holding theirs like this. Then the two policemen were holding theirs. So one policeman, the one in front, was telling them to drop their weapons. They were not cooperating. So the police woman behind the other policeman pulled his own weapon and started firing. And as he was firing, these ones were firing. This is close range, at a very close proximity. Then they were hitting the policemen were hitting them. I just don't want to miss anything or mix it up. I just had the last dream just a few moments ago that woke me up. So as they were hitting each other, the policeman behind his own weapon, his own shots, were hitting better targets, and those ones, they were hitting the policeman, but it was this side of the chest, left, right side of the chest. So the policemen didn't stop, they kept firing. You know, when two people are exchanging fire face to face. Then one of them fell. Gentle also fell. Then why it was happening, much people did not run. I myself, I was there observing the whole thing. I was standing there. Next thing, some policemen arrived, but they didn't come with an ambulance. When they came out, one of the policemen, they said, in that dream, he was badly hit. So one person put him on a bike, another person sat behind him. They drove him straight to the hospital. But the other policeman was kind of stable. And I was still standing there, worried about the policeman that they took to the hospital. Then some policemen started coming towards us. People started running. I didn't run. Now, a few people, as I was watching, they themselves just stood in front of some. There were different shops, but one was kind of a cafe. Then people were sitting down in the front of at the patio of the other cafe. So I woke up. And as I woke up, the first thing that came to my mind was hesitation. Because if the police, when they saw them, did not hesitate, like, why telling them to drop their weapon? Hit them immediately, you drop which weapon? There is no, I was just in my mind asking, how could it be? I was worried about the man, the policeman they took to the hospital. Then that concern was what I woke up from sleep with. That was around past 4 this morning. Then I fell asleep again. This second one now, we were at a place, and that place was one of the houses where we grew up. In that neighborhood, we were there, and we were at a passage. Then, gentle, once again in that dream, and eye pencil again, were arguing with some policemen again. Then they were brandishing guns again. And yesterday I never discussed anything about weapons with anyone. I didn't do any research on weapons. I did not discuss any military matters with anyone other than one Air Force officer that was asking after my well-being. That was just cordial discussion and nothing else. But twice in quick successions, morning dream. This is not midnight dream, and as you all know, I don't drink, and I didn't take any psychedelic. I did not even smoke anything. This is the 3 or the 4 that I've not touched. Nothing has touched my lips. Then the dream happened. So it's not something I should take lightly. If you ask anyone that knows me very well, I don't just dream dreams for dreaming sake. In fact, if I fell asleep and dream anything that doesn't make any sense, I do ask myself questions like, what am I missing? What have I done wrong? Why am I getting this bad signal? It's like seeing me reading or watching the Kardashians. What business do I have there? Or you see me watching TV news on my own accord, not like I'm in any office and it was playing. That's what it feels to me. Like you see a philosopher reading all these fictional books. That's what it's like to me. But this one, I had 2 dreams about guns, and I clearly saw the people I'm talking about. Morning dream. So this second one, it was in close quarters. They were arguing with policemen. Now, those people they were arguing with, they pulled their weapon again. Gentle pulled his weapon, the other eye person pulled his weapon, and they were verbally arguing with that. Then there is one police guy I know at Tiger Base. We've been speaking for long, but we've not met. Now you may ask, how do I know it was him in that dream? I heard his voice. If 10 people are screaming at the same time and he screams, I will tell you this is the so-so person. His name starts in a C. Letter C. I don't want to mention his full name. Then when those people, they were making that noise, and there were people in a different room, it was kind of an enjoyment settings. It was kind of an enjoyment setting. So they were discussed. Some people were, there was a chattering coming from another bigger space there, but that place is a closed place. Meanwhile, the place we were seeing looks like the neighborhood where I grew up in Ejika Street. Then as they were talking, I was in there. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Then I joined in the verbal conversation, anger. I told, and I pencil and Gentle, like I said, we're making noise. Then Gentle just stood aside. Then I pencil was the one making noise, shouting, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, ah. And then I asked myself with the other officers around. I said, now they look them. Now they look, as I said that thing, then I pencil himself started facing me and talking. Then that policeman guy from Tiger Base, that was his appearance, his appearance in that dream. He said, Ijele, wait, Ijele, chere. He spoke it in Igbo. Say, Ijele, chere. Then he pulled a desert eagle with extended barrel. Put that silver desert eagle with some black this thing on the body. Then he gave it to me. But he touched it. I didn't know there is something he removed that looked like a firing pin. When you want to cock it. Then he gave it to me. He said, Ijele, take this thing. I took it. Then as I took it, the top kind of disintegrated. He said, no, that he forgot something. He put his hand in his pocket, used something like a pin, press it there. I said, now it's ready. But he put it on safety. I took it out of safety. That's desert eagle. When you are pointing a gun like this, you are pointing a gun this way. Then that particular one he gave me, there was a button like this. Then Gentle, when that gun cannot display, Gentle was telling I pencil, say the gun no good, say it no good. But I pencil still hesitated because he didn't believe I will shoot. They thought it's like a noise making kind of situation. But immediately I cocked that gun. I told him to step outside. if they born am well. Then Gentle stopped talking. Then I told that person that this place we are, we don't need to use it, that you should step aside. Then as I was going outside this way, he was going back the other way. I woke up. That's like less than 10 minutes before I started this last live video. Now, we've heard the dream. What's the interpretation? And the first if you have any other interpretation, please, I would like to hear it maybe in the comment section or inbox. But my own interpretation is there have been so many hesitations and ineptitude that's leading to Gentle's current situation. With all due respect, I have respect for anybody who can be under fire. I have respect for anyone who will put their lives on the line, knowing that the next person you are going for is armed. It's not an easy thing to do, be you a professional or not. But those people in Oigu, from the DSS to the army, I'm not sure whatever they are doing is working. And that operation needs to be wrapped up. It needs to be wrapped up. They have so many journals in their ship. There are many journals in their ship. There are people within the security architecture. First off, many of the people that participated in the amnesty program from Oigu are Gentle's boys. Yes. They are Gentle's boys. Just like so many people that participated from other places. The vigilantes in Oigu have been compromised. Now my message to Governor Hope Uzodinma starts here. Any single person that was an ESN member that participated in the amnesty program should, on their own accord, submit their badges and be withdrawn from that vigilante. Yes. A thief can repent, but you don't make him the head of the church afterwards. This is the same case in Asia. The people they call vigilante there, over 90% of them are ESL. Maybe those of you close to Governor Soludo should tell him he should clean house. Somebody said, when I see this ESN terrorists patrolling freely in Oigu, I weep after all the lives they have wasted. You see what I'm talking? You see what I'm talking? That comment was written before I started saying this, because comments do take some minutes or seconds before they appear during live video. They should remove every single, there needs to be a total overhaul of those vigilantes. See, it's better you have no security than compromise security. Because when there is no security, people will not be lured into a false sense of safety. But when you have a compromised security, many people will lower their guards down. Ordinary people, many people don't have sense of, they don't think. Their thinking does not go beyond their business they are doing and the normal thing. That's why I call them normal people. People like us are abnormal. Because we need to think like the thieves and better than them. An ordinary person in the street will tell you, that you can't have vigilante and these boys will be moving around Oigu. Something is wrong. And I want to let Governor Hope Uzodinma know that the Oigu LGA chairwoman must go by any means necessary. That woman, if she loves herself, she will tender her resignation letter and run. Because if what we are expecting happens, she will go down first. And I tell you people, the moment she goes down, you will see many people that knows a thing or two about her, and these gentle's boys, they will start talking. I'm saying it openly. Send this video to her. Governor Hope Uzodinma, the LG chairwoman of Oigu, must go. She's got to go if you really want to solve the security issue in Oigu. If nobody from Oigu is brave enough to stand up and fight these people, and not all these fake negotiation, useless negotiation, because they believe they can use them for their own political purposes, I guarantee there is nobody from Oigu that will challenge the power of the Imo State government. Mother for her there. I'm telling you, because I'm not know that local government only ever said. If nobody is brave enough to read it into their address, the very first address, to go after Gentle, Angel Makeup, and the rest of them, then you are not worthy of leading there. This is a war situation. We don't need chickens in power. Find people who are willing to do this job. If it has to be somebody from outside of Oigu, so be it. There is no law prohibiting the appointment of a caretaker chairman from a different place. And if the entire Oigu people are afraid to do their job, then let outsiders take their place. How long have we stationed soldiers there? They need to wrap up this operation. They say they have DSS. And is this one they call Ebeku Odike? That's in Arondizor. This is a fool that made a video saying that the government, Hope Uzodinma and the APC people, are paying me and we are working with Gentle and his people that they brought 1 billion naira and we took 300 million. And I'm the one warning these boys that that's what we are doing in us. And they still left that fool. He's threatening people with the guns they gave him. And this is the same guy that opened his mouth and told me he went to visit Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto. And he doesn't even want to, he has not condemned Nnamdi Kanu for once. He's just saying, Simon that Nnamdi Kanu has not, and the same person is still a part of the security architecture. Now, what sort of security do you think you have? And I will tell the governor, you don't have DSS in Imo State. Yes. You don't have a functional DSS in Imo State. Your director is concerning himself first with arresting an innocent boy and sending him to prison on behalf of Hezekiah Odukoga. I know Hezekiah is your friend. Your wife, they use nonsense, I think it's PhD title to all those things in a format. So for that reason, he's free to use a Sierra Leonean girl to send a 21-year-old boy schooling at Alvan to prison, and everybody kept quiet. Your DSS Oga did this. Then on the operation front, ask them whether the person leading DSS in Osu has left there for once. This is an operation I'm a part of. I am meeting innocent everywhere there. And your director, sir, the reason he did not see the true color of me the day he was shouting at me was because of, one, the brigade commander of 34 Artillery, the commissioner of police, Imo State, and somebody close to the brigade commander, I don't want to mention his position, with the garrison commander. I just heard he left. Hopefully, he's for a better tomorrow. This thing happened in their presence. He told the innocent to call me. I came into that place. Of course, I respected him, stood attention. But the moment he stood up, like me, I go fear you, I stood at ease, but I still had to respect the other people. And the reason I didn't make any video was because the garrison commander, Lieutenant Colonel Jude, told me, please, I should not move forward with any verbal attack on the DSS director. And he said his message from Oga. Of course, I have to respect them. That was before he sent a 21-year-old boy to prison. And you are telling me it's not evil? On behalf of Hezekiah, who gave Hezekiah Odukogu to be checking virginity of 13 and 14-year-old girls? My governor, I know you are not in support of such evil, because you will not let anybody do this to your daughter. You will not let anybody do this to your family member. Just ordinary gossip about Commander Fred. Fred that worked under Director Wiko Sidams. A very fine officer. I have no bad word to say about him operationally. Fred, would you keep, let's say there is a war. Fred is leading one group. Innocent is leading the other one. And you want to be an innocent group, he go die. I know they are hearing me. Let them, I know they talk for person back. I wish I would be blunt, honest. Anywhere where I talk, I get witness. I have my witnesses. So does it mean these people don't want this operation to wrap up? I'm not talking about the operatives in the field. They are doing wonderfully well. Perfect. But however good a team is, however good your players are, without a good coach, you don't have a team. Look at what's happening to Tottenham. With all the good players they have, because there is no coordination from their coaching staff, see their position. This Tottenham explains everything about the DSS Imo Command. I'm going to Lieutenant Colonel Ogabu. You are I heard they changed you with a new garrison commander. I have not called him because some people will go and be accusing him. I have not spoken with him. We will not discuss anything. I will stay. Sorry, guys. I've not discussed anything with him. My tea just dried on the stove. I've not had any conversation. In fact, yesterday when I heard that thing, it broke my heart, but because of what we were planning to do, I don't want anything to bother my head until after our rally. So he has nothing to do with this. Okay? He has nothing to do with this. And I relieve myself of any obligation tied to what I told him about the DSS, because this has to do with security. The money we are spending on security could have gone into building of schools, could have gone into other projects. I don't know, manager, no contractor will do a job for you better than you can do it for yourself. So it's not from Imo State. When it's done, you go to Delta State. So in Delta, there is no problem there. Governor, you must take action. You must take action. Now, solution. My governor, we have people who can do this job. We are expecting something to happen in Imo State from Abuja. When it happens, it will free up resources for security. Please, once they free up resources for security, we need to re-strategize. We need to recalibrate. I will not charge anybody a dime. The one I'm doing already in Osu, has anybody paid me shishi? Have I asked for shishi? In fact, my members in our group, we are the ones even contributing money. Ask many soldiers there. You know, go out with me, make I know find you something, no matter how small. Many of them think I'm from Osu. So now me they spend my own. And this Okigwe own too, we will do it for free. But look at what we need. We need to free 2 vanquishers and 1 embark for us. And to make sure we abide by the rules of conflict, every vehicle will have like 2 army personnel, Army, Air Force, or Navy. But they have to come from outside the Imo State or selected by the just past garrison commander. He knows his boys better than anybody. Let him give us 6 people and 3 drivers for these vehicles. Then the equipment we will need, we will not make it public. I have men who will do this job at no cost. Just take care of the military people around there. You see, the ones that will go to this fight with me, nobody is going to charge you 1 naira. Just provide us with fuel, equipment, and the aforementioned personnel, military personnel. Let's see why we will not clean Oigu. Let's see why we will not clean Oigu. By the time we clear Ako, Abobo, Umulolo, let me see how he will not run to where Tiger Base will just catch him like a rat. We have many pointers, but the truth is they don't trust law enforcement. Yes. The information they are giving us, they will not give it to law enforcement. And too much protocol and bureaucracy is disturbing this. And many of them are afraid of what all this nonsense garbage media will be writing. We are not afraid. Any media person that wants to do propaganda for them will gun him down. I don't care where the person resides in Nigeria, but when I go see him dead body, the obituary go happen. This is war. Anybody giving material support or otherwise to these terrorists is a terrorist and will do to them what they do to terrorists. This pampering is over. There are things we can do that your regular law enforcement and military personnel will not be able to do. And then the possibility of compromise is there. We have military FOBs in Oigu, yet these criminals are roaming around Oigu freely. These criminals are roaming Oigu freely. Why? It's reminiscent of what is happening in Osumohu, in Lilu, in Iseke, where you have military personnel sitting on their hands. Sitting on their hands. The Anambra military people, you are telling me they can't keep St. Mary's to Ekoto to open? Seriously? You mean they can't wipe Asia? Onye ka na agwa this nonsense? Onye ka na kororo bisha? Who are they afraid of? Onye, this idiot. That will be my message for Governor Uzodinma. The ball is in your court. You and the people around you, una know say I don't first send on. Now no say me, I no send anybody. I'm not there to please you, placate you with sweet words. I will tell you what the problem is. Now, if you want to act, it's up to you. Contrary to what all these bastards are saying, me, I no be governor friend though. Never met him and don't even plan to. Like, you waiting be my business. What business will I be discussing with him? I'm never going to run for any office. I don't need him for endorsement on anything. So what do I have to? What I'm doing is what I'm supposed to do as an Imolite. And then Gentle saying declare your father wanted Abi. Gentle, you don't need to look for me. Now me one come see you. Now me one come see you. And stop pretending you are looking for me. Same goes to iPencil. Somebody told me on Monday that iPencil don't run, saying carry their ESM money run. Saying don't come out from that their camp. Where in day, I don't know. If the story is true, I'm not aware. But this nonsense has got to stop. This rubbish has got to end. My people, I don't want this video to be too long this time. It has even gone long enough. Wow. It has been too long. I will leave it at that. Let's see if the governor does anything. Thank you, guys.